Now, I think Victoria has just incredible technique for amateur players to copy and improve. So if you're struggling with your forehand, film yourself from the front view, just like Vika here, and let's see how close you can get to her technique. First, notice she takes the racket back with both hands, and she does the classic point to the crowd with her left hand and point to the crowd with her strings. Both arms are over to her right. I watch so many amateur players and their left arm, if their right hand, is just dangling down to the side. You need to reach over and across with your front arm. That's going to allow you to unwind later on. In fact, when you film yourself, look to see that your front shoulder, the back of your front shoulder, is visible to the camera. Again, this is all to provide a coil so she can uncoil later on in the swing. Her racket begins to drop. Notice her left hand. Watch what her left hand does, how it swings out of the way. Her left hand moves out of the way as she's preparing to now rotate her body. Now, before she hits the ball, her strings point down. This is vital to getting a consistent topspin shot. This is called closing your racket face. You don't just want to drop the racket down below contact, but you also need your strings tilted down. As an amateur, this is the easiest way to get your strings to face forward when you are striking the ball. So film yourself and make sure that when you are in the butt cap pointing at the ball position, having your butt cap point at the future contact point, make sure your strings are tilted down. The amount they turn down will vary based on your grip, but they've got to point down for a consistent shot. Now, at contact, I want you to notice something incredibly important. And this is that her non-hitting hand is higher than contact. You want your non-hitting hand higher than contact, and an added bonus, you want it rising. Watch her left hand as she's preparing to hit the ball. Look how her left hand is rising as she's hitting the shot. Most amateur players drop this arm, and when you drop the arm, it impedes hip turn because it becomes a counterweight. So get your left arm going up the way Vika's is. You'll see Del Potro does the same thing. You want your non-hitting hand rising. Tommy Haas, a beautiful example. Andy Murray, a beautiful example of this. The non-hitting hand should be going up as you're striking the ball to help facilitate that uncoil into the shot. And last, man, look at this low to high, closed racket face, brushing up the back. I want you to notice her finish. Now, she finishes very much like Pete Sampras, where it's a high finish and the left hand is up by her left ear. Now, I just teach people to catch the racket, kind of like Venus and Serena. Dominic Thiem, when he's practicing his forehands, it's just a mechanism to make sure that you're swinging your left hand and moving your left hand up as you hit, and then you just catch the racket with your left hand and then get back to the ready position. But again, film yourself from the front. Turn the racket back with both hands. You'll notice two heads are better than one. Her head, racket head, next to each other. Turn, two heads are better than one. Two-headed monster. Reach across with your left arm, your front arm. Drop the racket down, closing the face while you move the front arm, the non-hitting arm, out of the way. It should be rising. You're going to close your racket face, swinging low to high as you brush, and then finish up, and I want you to catch the racket in your non-hitting hand. If you copy these ideas from Victoria Azarenka, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy.